Sonya with Artsy Solutions, and welcome to Miss Pham's Index Card Art Relaunch. And basically what it is back in 2022, Pham of LiviesLovelies had created an index card art challenge, and some of us members didn't complete it, so Thelisha from Where Baking and Crafting Meet, she decided to relaunch it. And so if you want to participate, you can start from the beginning, you can start wherever, where you left off at, or just you can just do some of it. And the prompts and things for the challenge are found on Thelisha's Facebook page, and I'll have a link in the description where you can find it. So I decided to make my index cards based on Brenda of Belastaworks YouTube channel. She created some really fun pack and tape postcards, and so I derived that idea from her, and so I decided to make my index cards like transparent. So I didn't make them exactly like how she made hers, because she put the mailing address on her cards, but my cards are going to have to get put into an envelope to get mailed out because they're kind of like postcards, but not exactly. So basically what I did was I got some magazine pages and some packing tape, and I found some words, and I basically got it from a magazine. It's Field and Family. It's from North Carolina, because I live in North Carolina. And so I just found some pages about our state, and so I put some packing tape over top of it and cut those out, and then I put them in the water so they can soak, and that's what I'm going to use for my, it's going to transfer the words from the magazine pages onto the tape. So while those are soaking, I'm creating a frame. And what I did, since those index cards are 3 by 5, I made I folded I folded a pair of 60-pound cardstock, either 60-pound or 65-pound cardstock. I folded it in half, and I took like a 1/2 inch around the edge and marked it, and now I'm cutting around it to create the frame. So depending on whatever size index card you're using, you'll need at least a 1/2 inch around each, add an inch basically. So if it's 3.5 by 5 or 3 by 5, to make a 4 by 6 size frame, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, so now I'm stamping around the edges, and I'm just using various different stamps and stuff like that, just to give the frame, you know, some character or whatever. So, and I'm using archival ink. I think it's Black Soot by Ranger, and the different stamps and things like that. And I'm going to do 2 styles of embossing. I'm going to use this style embossing, and then I'm going to use some heat embossing. And I've got my Distress Oxide inks, Broken China, Peeled Paint, and what was that other one? That yellow one is, I have to look for it, Fossilized Amber. So yeah, I just took the heat tool to it in layers. Like, I do one color first, emboss it, and then come back and do another one. Now I'm taking some red crackling campfire embossing glaze, and I'm doing the same thing, and I'm just embossing it. Now the first color, the blue, I took some clear, fine detail clear embossing powder, and that's what I used with it. Okay, so now we're here, and we're tearing off the paper. Now when it's soaked in this water, the paper comes off super easy. So what Brenda did with hers was she left some of the paper on hers. Now where I messed up at was I shouldn't have covered the whole entire area in the shape of the index card. I should have only took bits and pieces of paper and put the tape over top of it, but I messed up. So I ended up covering up the whole 3 by 5 shape. So I'm just carefully tearing away, peeling away some of the backing, the tape, and the words are already printed on there they're already transferred on there. But I left some of the paper so it would give it that vintage kind of look. So here I am trying to fit each one of the tape transfers into each frame, just making sure that they're going to fit and stuff like that. And where I messed up at, I messed up a lot. Basically, I couldn't figure out at first how to add different images without like covering up, because okay, it's going to show on both sides, right, because it's transparent. Now see how I just put that piece of paper on there, that postcard, that brown, that white that was still stuck to the transfer tape was to me it was too much, and I couldn't see the image very well, so that's why I started trying to take off some of that other paper. And then I was trying to figure out, well, how am I going to put this inside the frame where my embossed parts of the frame are going to show. I wanted it on the inside of the frame, so I was like, well, how am I going to do this without having to, I was trying to figure out how to get this right. Anyway, long story short, basically the conclusion that I came to was I'm going to have to add each of the little images. I'm going to have to glue them on, and then I'm going to have to put tape over top of it on both sides of the transfer tape. So you have your original transfer tape that went into the water, that's got the text, and you know that I peeled the paper away. Then in order to decorate it, I have to add images on top of it, and then once I add the images on top of them, then I put packaging tape on top of it again. So basically there's going to be 3 layers of packaging tape. Your original packaging tape that went into the water, and then one side of the packaging tape that you're covering up the images with, and then you have to flip it over and cover up the other images so everything stays sealed. I hope that's not too much. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So, and now when Brenda did hers, she had some stickers for her state, and I didn't have any stickers for mine, so I took that magazine, and some of them had the state of North Carolina, and I just cut it out and then used it as like a sticker. Since I didn't have like that North Carolina shape right there, that was fussy cut out from the magazine, and I added it on there. And so one of the other cards, I think that I used, I think I used another North Carolina one. All 4 of them don't have the North Carolina state shape on there, but I did fussy cut out a few of them, but I didn't use them on all of them, all of the cards. So here I am just kind of idling up my little images and stuff like that, and I just took my Posca pen, but you see I've got images on both sides of the print because the print would have just been too much, so I had to kind of fix my mess up. So this is what I was talking about when you have to add tape again. You put tape on top of the tape, and then I flipped it over, and whatever excess I had, I just folded it down, and I'm going to add tape again. See there, I'm putting tape, and then did I put some more tape? Okay, and then I'm cutting. I got the size of the index card and cut it to the right shape to where it's going to fit inside that frame. And once I learned that you have to do the tape transfer, add your pictures and things like that first, then I realized you don't have to cut your frame like I did that one. So now I'm getting all my words and things like that, and I am going to still use a piece of an index card because this is the index card art. So, but everything has it's the shape of the index card, so it's still considered, I guess, index card art. It's just a transparent index card art, and I use the index card to get my size and shapes. And so I'm just going through trying to find some stamped images, and here I'm just using a little flower. If you ever just can't find something that you feel like it's going to match, just slap one of those little flowers on there and it will work. It covers up space, and it's just enough to where it's not too bold, but it's enough to just take up space, and it's a good filler. So, so I'm adding my packing tape, and then I'm doing my other side, adding some images on there. My little, those are some stamped images. Almost all those things that you see over to the left that I'm sorting through, all those were stamped in either die cut or fussy cut. So, and then there's an original ticket that admit one. I had did some coffee stain, either tea stain or coffee stain, might have been both of them. And I've got like a bunch of those tickets left over, and I just decided to add some of those in there. And then here's another little North Carolina state shape that was cut out from the magazine. Like I said, all three of those North Carolina state magazine shapes are from the magazine. Did I use 3 or did I use 2? I can't remember. Yeah, I used 2 of them, but I did cut out 3. But I think my other one got lost in the mix of all that other ephemera that's laying on the table. So I'm putting these in here, and that's how I created all of them. And each one of the prompts are listed on there. And it was for week 18 through 21. So here they are. This is strength, and I just thought there's strength in numbers. So as you can see, I got that little stack of numbers, and the word strength is over top of it. So I just kind of combined that definition of strength and then just added that on there. But it still has, like, all of these have like a travel kind of theme to them, and they also have like since it's a travel theme, it's got like a postcard, and it's got like since it's from I'm from North Carolina, it has things about North Carolina on them, and you can actually read some of the text in some of these. So there'll be things about like peaches and things of what you can find in North Carolina, stories of people who lived here and stuff like that inside some of these. That's what the text has on that transfer, the tape transfer. And then we have wellness, and somehow I put it on the page that says Andy Griffin's hometown, because you know the story or the TV series from way back in the day was actually shot in North Carolina. So, and I haven't been to that town yet, but yeah, it was filmed here. But that's pretty much it, guys. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos, blog, and social media sites. And if you want to participate in the index card art relaunch, I'll have a link in the description of how you can access it. And as always, I thank you guys so much for watching.